It is week 8 here at the Highland Scotties Teambuilder Dynasty, as we're back here for some more action here in college football 25. And today it's going to be a wet one here as we're in Arizona for this one, as the Wildcats are going to be hosting us here for this Big 12 action. Hello everybody, welcome to another one here as we're getting ready for another great game here, as Highland, of course, ranked number 3 in the nation. Arizona's unranked, and of course Arizona, well, they would like to try to knock us off here. As you see, this is going to be a bit of a showdown. Or at least, hopefully, Highland can be in a better position this year in trying to defeat the Arizona Wildcats, as they came close last year's game. Highland was able to pull it away towards the fourth quarter, winning it 64-45, I believe was the score. And of course, Highland would like to try to knock them off here, as this is the second straight year that we actually played them here in Arizona. That game 65-40 was that game. So today we are going to try to see what we can do here. As Arizona, of course, their most recent loss was against Kansas, as Kansas was able to come back towards the end and kick a field goal and pretty much seal the deal late there in the fourth quarter, winning that one 17-14. We actually play Kansas next week, and of course we're looking forward to that game, because that game always seems like there's some weird issues going on here. But for Arizona, they are going to try to do their best here this week, as they're trying to bounce back from that loss. Fifita threw 17 of 25 for 212 yards. He also had a passing touchdown as well as a sack, and of course he had 4 carries for 38 yards and a rushing touchdown in that loss. And the defense for the Wildcats, for whatever, was letting up towards the end there, and Kansas was able to make a good drive down there, just enough to get themselves to get in field goal position and score 3 points. And Arizona, unfortunately, not able to reciprocate that and get themselves in position to win, or at least try to tie the ball game up there. There you see the numbers from last week. Hyatt there, you see 1 catch for a touchdown there for 12 yards. He was the only one really offensively got anything going. Of course, like I said, Fiat, he was passing, but not really able to do too much there to get through other receivers. Of course, he did have a 1 rushing touchdown in that game. There you see the top 25 for this one here. As you see, Highland right now ranked 3rd there. We dropped down 1 spot, or actually 2 spots from number 1, as Ohio State and Clemson leapfrog us, taking the top 2 positions. And of course, we've been playing some good football here, and we've been getting some decent wins here, and we're just hoping to try to come back and get better after we had a week off there. We're ready to go. And of course, we got quite a few players going to be showing up here in the next couple of weeks, actually, for a lot of these games that we're trying to bring in some recruits in. But there you see Highland, of course, pick up their first win there against Houston back in week 6. And there you see the most up-to-date Heisman Trophy watch right now. There you see Avery out there, the top spot there. And of course, he's going to be a huge part of our existence right now, as he's been running very well. Well over 1,000 yards so far for this season. He's going to be running even more so here, especially in today's game. That's going to be very crucial. It is raining here, so it's going to be we're going to have to be very fortunate with our run and really execute the run and really do a great job here. So Noah Fifita, there you see his 5'10", 194-pound frame. Got pretty good accuracy there, especially in the short pass accuracy, and of course as well as throwing on the run. He's actually pretty well at that, and along with his quickness there, combined with that, he is definitely going to be a quarterback there that we're definitely going to have to make sure we keep close watch of. There you see his number so far: 1,683 touchdowns, 1,600 yards, and of course 17 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So pretty good passing touchdown and interception ratio there. Brandon Johnson, It's going to be his runner in the backfield there. Of course, his looseness is going to be very key for them. He has great change of direction. 99 pretty much all in that looseness tab there. And then, of course, there you see his numbers right now. Only one rushing touchdown so far this season, 262 yards. He's having a bit of a rough time finding his way into the end zone here. But when you got wide receivers like Riley, who's a deep threat, you really kind of decide to go with that route. 6'2", 180 pounds from Southern California. There you see his route running there. He looks like he's really good in the medium and short range. There you see great hands there. He can catch the ball. And, of course, his quickness is, of course, going to be key as being a deep threat there for the Wildcats. So 7 touchdowns for him and almost close to 400 yards now receiving here on 27 catches. Jacob Manu is another here outside linebacker there. Run stopper. And there you see his abilities in the run stopping category there is not bad at all. Definitely a guy you want out there to stop a guy like Avery in today's game. We'll see that matchup quite often here, and we'll see how often he's able to get to Avery in today's matchup. 13 tackles for loss. He has 1 sack so far this season. And then, of course, the middle linebacker, Flowey, he is a pass coverage guy from Southern California as well. 6'2", 225 pounds. And, of course, he is going to be looked at as a player here that is going to try to get to the quarterback as much as he possibly can. Of course, Robinson having the issues with those interceptions there, and especially the passing under pressure. And this is going to be one of those another good test for him to see if he can become a better marksman when he comes to the passing game here and get that ball to his receivers and get it, make a good judgment, tuck it or run or throw it. And of course you got Lane the second there, who is from St. Louis, Missouri. And there you see his abilities as well. Looks like he's a really good run stopper, and so he'll definitely be lurking around there to try to get a hold of not just Avery, but Bo as well. Came here about Bo. Bo's been running very well for himself. He's getting close to 1,000 yards as well. And there you see speed rusher. So we'll see how that is going to fare out. As we take a look here at some of the injuries here, and of course we don't have any injuries right now, but we do see that Arizona has 2, and there are 2 of their starters who are going to be out for quite some time there. Partial PCL tear, and of course a dislocated ankle. Ugh. Bad. Not what you want to see there from your starters, but nonetheless, kickoff is about to begin here. As we see here, Highland won the coin toss. They elect to go get the ball at half as usual. As we'll see here, Via and the Wildcats out here first. First 10 there on their own 25-yard line here. We'll see a handoff. This one's going to be ran, and a nice carry there. But the ball's going to be fumbled, and it's going to be recovered by a Wildcat. As that was recovered. It was actually Murphy who had the football there, and it was recovered by a teammate of his. 2nd and 1 coming up as we'll see a drop back here from Fia. He'll throw this one there. That's going to be intercepted. Nice catch there from the Highland Scotties defense. Excuse me. As they're able to get to this one there. Nice play there, putting on the pressure, getting him to throw when he didn't want to. And that is going to be the first turnover of the day here for the Wildcats as they give up this one here. And not to mention, give up some good real estate to us here is Forbes, the freshman who's been stepping up here lately. Did a great job there reading the quarterback's eyes, and now puts us in great position here as we see a issue now with Robinson, and I think this is because he cannot get the play off, and I think the crowd is getting to him here. So delay a game, 5-yard penalty puts us at now 1st and 15. Puts us at 5 yards as we'll have the ball now at the 34-yard line. Rain's actually coming down here, and they say it's going to be like that for the pretty much most of the game here. So we'll see spin move there from Avery as he gets around that tackle, or at least tries to, and he'll get down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be at 3rd and 2 now. We'll jump to as we'll see Avery here runs this one there. Try and get to the first down sticks, but he's going to be denied. They get a yard on that carry, and we'll see now at 4th and 1 coming up. This will be a 32-yard kick, and this kick is up the middle, and it is good as Highland's able to get the first 3 points of the ball game. And Highland leads this one now 3-0. As we'll see, Adams here kicks this one, no problem there. That one right up the middle. And the Scotties put the first points of the day here against these Wildcats. As the crowd here, see, it's a packed house here, even though it is pouring down rain here, which you don't see too often here in Arizona. As Fifita here now drops back here. He's going to get hit as he tries to throw that football. It's going to be an incomplete pass. We'll jump down to a 3rd and 10 coming up here. Ball in the 25. Fifita here throws this one up there. That's going to be tipped around. That's going to be actually caught by a Highland Scottie player. A little bit of a tip drill out there, which they've been they're known to be working on from time to time out there. And that's another great play and another great turnover there for the Highland Scotties. As we'll see here, Malik Pratha, the strong safety, gets a hold of this one there. That's going to be a great catch there for him. And again, the Scotties get great position now here to do something here. We'll see what they can do now on this 1st and 10. Ball now on the 31-yard line of the Wildcats as they'll get this one. And that'll be a 11-yard carry for first. Ball to 19. 1st and 10 here for the Scotties. As Robinson here hands off to Avery. Avery going on the far right-hand side there. Cuts back inside. And he will get enough there for the first down. They'll mark him inside the 10. It'll be around the 5 to be exact. As we'll see a handoff here to Bo. Bose goes up the middle there. And trying to stumble into the end zone there. But he's going to come up short just a yard. As we'll see the ball now placed at the 1-yard line. Handoff to Avery. Avery's going to jump in. He's going to get in there. And that's a touchdown there for the Highland Scotties. Scotties on the board here again. First touchdown of the day here for the Scotties and for Avery. And that is going to be his 8th of the season. And the Scotties take now soon to be a 10-point lead here in the first quarter alone here. As Avery finds his way into the end zone. Nice run there. Scotties leading now by 10. Ball on their own 25-yard line here. We'll see a handoff now by the Wildcats, as that's going to be completed there by Johnston. Johnston getting the nice positive yardage there for the Wildcats, as there'll be a man in motion. And again, Johnston will get his number called again, and this time he'll get enough there for the first down. Ball now at the 35-yard line here for the Wildcats. Drop a handoff here to Johnson again. Johnson makes a bold run up the middle there, right up to the 50-yard line. That's going to be another first down here for the Wildcats, as Johnson there gets a good, nice block there. Stiff arms a man, and then finally brought down as he's on the Scotties 40-yard line. We'll see now a 3rd and 1 coming up here. We'll see what they'll do as Fifita here throws this one up there. That's going to be caught, and it's going to be incomplete. And that was originally intended there for, I believe it was for Riley. As we'll see a handoff now to Avery coming out of the backfield. He'll be met up there by a defender of the Wildcats for a loss. Highland really trying their best, trying to run the ball as much as they possibly can here, especially with Robinson with his way he's been throwing the ball here. And of course, we didn't want to try to get the option involved here, but a lot of times we just can't do that because Coach Bond says he just doesn't feel like if he can't really pass the ball very well, how can he lob the ball or just toss it to his teammate here. So, yeah, great pass there being completed. Going down the field here. Great throw there that time for Robinson as he's able to find one of his teammates there. I believe that is Good. As Corey Good gets a huge first down on that play. And look at this toss here. Off his back foot there. Throws that one up. And Corey Good able to get down the field here. Nice job moving the chains. And that's going to be a 1st and 10 here for the Highland Scotties, as they'll be now on the Arizona Wildcats 17-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up after that big play. Play action. Robinson throws this one up there. That's going to be batted away. And nice job there for the defender of the Wildcats. Now 3rd and 10 now we'll jump to. Robinson here calling a change on the line here. I don't know if they having a little trouble. Teammates having a little trouble hearing him, but we'll see a pass there. That's going to be broken up. And that almost could easily have been taken away there. But we'll try this 24-yard kick here, and Adams just is going to miss it there as they just does not move it over to the left. He goes a little there to the right. And that is not going to be any good. So we'll see what the Wildcats will do now with this possession here at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, as we'll see a run there. That's going to be completed there by Johnson as he gets a nice gain there for a few yards. Now we'll see if Fifita drops back here. He's going to go ahead and step up in the pocket and throw that one away, as he was not able to really find anybody there on that play, so they'll be forced to punt. 1st and 10 here, ball on their own 40-yard line here for the Scotties. Robinson getting play clock down to 7, hands off to Avery. Avery run this one on the outside there. Avery looking back, see if anybody's chasing after him, keeps running, and he is finally being taken down there at the 21-yard line of the Wildcats, as he is definitely started to get into Wildcat territory now. 1st and 10. After that big run, we'll see if they go to the pass this time. Robinson drops back here in the pocket, throws up that one up there. That's going to be completed by Dumars, as that's going to be enough there to move the chain, or not, just short of move the chains there. So now 3rd and 2 coming up here, ball at the 12-yard line. Trying to see if they can get this one in the end zone. Robinson scrambles around. He's going to call his own number instead. Goes in here. He's going to be bold here, and he's going to drop the football. It's going to be picked up by the Highland Scotties, and they find a way into the end zone. Touchdown, Highland Scotties, as Dumars is able to pick that ball up after it was dropped. Great awareness there from him, as Robinson tried his best to get that one in there, but he got busted up pretty good. He got ping-pong around there, trying to hold on to the football as best he could. Should have slid, but nonetheless, our team was there. Great job, and that's going to put a touchdown on the board. So Dumars will actually have a rushing touchdown there, as we'll see a nice call there. That's going to be a great play there, I believe, by Jenkins there on that play. 3rd and 14 coming up. Screen pass here. This is going to be completed, and it's going to be stopped as Murphy is stopped in the backfield there. They'll be forced to punt. So Arizona's going to going 3 and out here pretty quick here, as the Highland Scotties defense being very aggressive here today. That's what Coach Bonds wants to see from his boys out there. 2:40 left here in the first quarter. Up by 17 on the 43-yard line. Drop back here, thrown and tossed, and that's going to be caught for just short of the first down. 3rd and inches coming up here for the Highland Scotties, as they're on their own 49, and we'll see a handoff there to Avery as he gets enough there just to be able to move the chains and get a new set of downs here for the Scotties. As now they're crossing the 50-yard line, now on the 47-yard line of the Wildcats. So they're in Wildcat territory again, man in motion. That'll be Avery. Avery running around here, calling for the ball there. Ball's going to be tossed, and it's going to be completed there by Finney. But there is a flag on the play here. Looks like it's going to be on Highland. And it's a illegal forward pass there. And that is going to be a 5-yard penalty. And it's going to put us back now at the 48-yard line. So now 3rd and 15 coming up here. As Robinson here, he's got to be aware where he's at on the field. And he's going to get picked off. Interception there. That is from Flower, as he is able to catch that one. That's going to be a nice catch there for them, as that's going to be a turnover there for the Wildcats. And now Wildcats have possession here, as they did a great job there watching the quarterback's eyes that time, as that's going to be interception. I don't see here. I forgot which interception that is. That is interception. I believe that's interception number 12 for him. As we see a handoff there, that's going to be completed, as that's going to be for short of the first down here. Now we'll see another run here by Johnson. Johnson gets his speed up there to the first down, as he gets down to this the Scotties 20. Pass there going to be completed, dropped in the hands. That was to Miranda, as he had it but then quickly dropped it. We'll see now ball at the 20-yard line here. 2nd and 10. We'll see again another run from the halfback there, that being Johnson of the Wildcats, getting a first down. So Johnson did a great job here moving along here as his backup now comes in. He's going to get surrounded quickly as he got stopped right as the ball was snapped, or just a little before, or a little after that. As we'll see now, Fifita here has to get rid of it, and he's going to throw it away, avoiding the sack. And now they're going to try to see if they can kick this field goal kick at the 13-yard line. Field goal kick is up, and it is good here for Arizona, as Arizona is able to get on the board here. As that kick right there. Yeah, that's what what is that? 30. Let's see, yeah, 7. That's about, yeah, 30-yard kick right there. So nice job there as they get the 30-yard field goal attempt. It's good, and that's it for the first quarter. After the first quarter, Highland leads it right now 17-3. As we go into the second quarter, we'll see if Arizona can bounce back now here, as they'll be back on defense now. Highland has the ball here, start off the quarter. Hand off there to Bo. Bo's going to come on the outside, looking for that block. As Finney just got there a little too late and wasn't able to get, actually, Bo just didn't take too much, he just didn't take enough patience there to try to get around that block. And just like that one there, as he is smothered there on that play. 3rd and 12 coming up. They're going to have to, of course, this is going to be a passing situation here. We'll see what they'll do. Robinson here drops back in the pocket. Robinson looking, fires this one there. That's going to be tipped away. As the defense did a great job there from Arizona. They get a quick 3-and-out there on Scotties. As we'll see now, ball the 40-yard line. Handoff. That's going to Johnson as he can't make a move. They're trying their best to move the ball to the ground here with Johnson. But, you know, Johnson had some moments there. He, you know, made some big plays there, but the quarterback here, he's just getting hammered and manhandled back in the backfield there. That's a little loss there. 3rd and 14 coming up here. Fifita here, he's going to have to throw it. That ball's going to be batted away, and they'll be forced to punt again. Those backwards passes there, those behind the line scrimmage passes are not really working for them. We'll see Bo here breaks off a tackle. Look at him. Doesn't want to go down before he's finally pushed out there at the 40-yard line. Nice hustle there from him. That's how you have to weigh the run there, kids. If you're a running back, run right through him. As we'll see a pass there being completed there by Finney. As he gets this one completed near the 44. So now they're on their own 44. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Just about 8.5 left here in the first half. Robinson here throws this one up there to his receiver, and he is able to come down with it, but just short of the first down marker. We'll see now 3rd and 1 here. We'll see if we can convert here. Scotty's looking to try to extend this lead right now. Hand off. That's going to go to Avery. Avery's going to find the first down marker, and it's going to get the first down. So not much there we need to worry about there as we're able to get that one. We'll see now here, a new set of downs here. Ball in midfield. Hand off. Going to Bo. Bo's going to go on the outside. Try to bounce back inside. And he's going to get a nice 8-yard carry there on that play. Rain is really coming down here in Arizona. And we'll see Robinson here drops back in the pocket. Throws a screen or a slant pass there. That's going to be completed. And that's going to be another first down here for the Scotties. 1st and 10. Ball now placed on the 25-yard line of the Arizona side of the field. Pass being completed and then dropped. Could not complete that play. It's going to be now 2nd and 10. Let's see now 2nd and 10. Drop back here. Pass being thrown over there to the sideline. Nice catch. And that's a first down here for the Highland Scotties. Nice job there from Parks. As we'll see now a run here. Oh, come on, Hope. Be careful with the football here this time. As he gets pushed out right at the 1-yard line there from Robinson. Robinson was going to I guess that was a design throw play, but he realized he had to go ahead and run this himself. And there you see they hand it off to Avery as he finds his way into the end zone once again. Touchdown for Avery. Actually, that is touchdown number, let's see, he had, the first one was 10. This is number 11 for him as he finds himself into the end zone. Nice job there from Avery. putting his helmet down and just bulldozing his way into the end zone. So now ball on the 15-yard line here for Arizona. Quick pass there. That's going to be completed, and then the receiver's going to get pushed out of bounds. And that's going to be a loss of a yard. Ball on the 14-yard line here. QB is going to call his own number instead. And he is going to be brought down there quickly before he can get to the first down marker. So now they only need 3 yards to get this first down. We'll see what they can try to do. Ball on their own 22. Pass being completed. And that one is going to be completed there to one of his receivers. People here doing a good job here. He's trying his best to get the ball out of his hands. He's been sacked a couple of times, but at the same time, he's got to find other ways to help himself out here. And of course, the receiver's not doing too good of a job here because things like this, as this could go back for a pick six. And he right now probably thinking to himself, like, what is going on? Why can my receivers get open? As he's going to get picked off once again. Nice play there from the defense. That is going to be Cameron Fields as the senior gets a first interception of the day there for himself, as that's going to be interception number 3 for him this season. We'll see now 1st and 10 for the Scotties. Pass so over the head there. I don't know who that was intended there for, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. I don't know why Robinson threw that so quickly. He had really no pressure on him. Drops back, looking, fires this one up the middle. That's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. As we are in the end zone. Nice job there. That is Benson who gets the catch. As Benson finds his way in there. He's having a little trouble getting around that goalpost there. But nonetheless, he finds his way in the end zone. The Highland Scotties now lead this one here. It's going to be 31-3. As Jamal Benson, the sophomore, zips that ball, gets that ball zipped right in that window there. Nice job there from Robinson finding him and able that time to find his guy in the end zone. So now we'll see a handoff now. This is going to be a halfback. That's going to be Johnson of Arizona, as he's been pretty much much of their offense here so far, even though he has not got himself in the end zone just yet. So run this one here. He's going to, of course, get taken down there, but not before he gets the first down. See an open backfield here. Quarterback now finds his receiver, able to get this one down the field. That is going to go to Miranda, the tight end, as the big target is found there that time. He gets a nice first down. All the 38-yard line here in Scottie territory. Hand off, and that's going to be a bit of a jet sweep there for Riley, as Riley will barely get back to the line of scrimmage there, if that. We'll see now. It's like 3rd and 10. Pass up the middle. That's going to be caught. And nice catch there. As that was to Jones for the first down. Pass there to the big tight end again. Finds his way, and that's going to get him to the 17. So far, these good little quick screen passes there are working for them. As we'll see another catch here, and that one's going to get him probably in the, no, just short of the end zone there. He's getting stopped at the 1-yard line. As that was Jones again on the play. So Arizona is starting to find something here. We'll see a run here, and they're going to get themselves in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. I knew at some point here they would get a drive going there for themselves, as Riesland is able to find himself in the end zone. And now they can say they've got a touchdown there for themselves here, as he finds his way in the end zone. It's now 31-10. 2:36 left here in the first half, as Robinson here drops back in the pocket, throws a quick pass to Benson, as he gets the catch there at a gain of 8. Highland just kind of take their time here, do a little bit of a combination of this run and the pass here, as they're going to go on the ground. No, play action this time. Got me on that one. I kind of bit on that. As we'll see here, another catch here from Parks, and Parks is going to get his way all the way down to the 37-yard line. Nice catch there from him. Great job there keeping his legs moving after that catch. Now 2nd and 10 now we'll just go to. We'll see another quick pass. That one's going to be under the coverage there, and that's going to be a good job there. Now we got a manageable 3rd and 5 coming up. Robinson should be able to do something with this. I wouldn't imagine if there's nothing being thrown at this play here, it'll be him just kind of getting out of the way and getting up the field, as we'll see a quick pass. Nice job on that curl route there. New set of downs here for the Scotties. 1st and 10, rolling out to the right-hand side, going down the sideline here. He's got the first down. He's going to get a little bit more as he gets himself into the 10-yard line. Nice hustle there from Robinson. 1st and 10, now ball inside the 10-yard line. Arizona don't know what to do in this situation here. They kind of look like they're a little lost. Trips to the right. See a drop back here from Robinson. Robinson passes there. That's going to be completed. And that's going to be inside the 5 for the Scotties. Robinson now here with just 27 seconds left. Calling an audible there on the line. Passes slant pass there. And that one almost takes out the wide receiver there. As they'll have now kick a 26-yard attempt as the wind's kind of blowing in on them. We'll see if this kick is up, and it is good. And the Scotties put a 3 spot on the board here. It's now 34-10 as they decide to go ahead and kick a field goal here. Be the smart route here just to put some points up on the board before the half. And we'll see what they'll do here defensively. Hopefully they can get a quick turnaround here on this Arizona team here, as we've been doing a great job here of getting a hold of that quarterback, putting pressure on him. Of course, setting ourselves up for some interceptions, as we'll see Jones there runs this one there, and that is going to be it for the first half. As we go into the half, it is 34-10. It's a nice lead here so far. Skies are starting to clear out now, so I guess the rain might be stopping. We'll see. But so far, it's been this man's game. Avery, 87 yards on 11 carries for 2 touchdowns so far here in this first half. Well, I think we need to try to get to him a little bit more here in this game. But at the same time, we need to kind of open up a little bit more to the passing game. Robinson seems a little comfortable, a lot more comfortable in the pocket. And we'll see if that will be the case here, even though he, threw an interception there. And so far, he's thrown 1 here today. But we'll see how that goes. But he's been doing a great job here running the ball as well. He's getting a little over, I think he's got close to over 50 yards right now into the half. So, a little bit of the run with him and passing the ball as well. Maybe start throwing more screen passes as well. Kind of loosen them up even more. So, ball to the 25-yard line here. We'll start off the half with the ball. Ran this one here with Bo, as he'll get this one there to his own 25. 2nd and 9 coming up. Handoff here to Bo again. And Bo running this one on the far right-hand side there. Trying to fight for that first down marker, but they're going to deny him. So now they're going to have to try to get it here on this 3rd down. Let's see if we can convert here. So far, our 3rd down conversion has been pretty good to us here today. As we'll play action this one here. And Robinson's going to run here. And oh, no, Robinson, you should have slide. He should have slide, but the ball pops out, and they get the return over. So now we'll jump to a 2nd and 10 here for Arizona as they try to run this one. A loss of a yard on the carry. We'll see now 3rd and 11 coming up. Drop back pass there is going to be completed. Receiver's not going to go down. And that receiver was the halfback, actually. Who was playing receiver that time. That was Johnson. As they kick this field goal here. And this field goal is going to be good. It is now 34-14 as they get that, I would say about a 47-yard kick here. Actually, I would say more like a 57-yard kick there. Nice job as they are able to find their way into the end zone, or find their way to the uprights there for a field goal. So Robinson, of course, fumbled the ball earlier, and I'm starting to think we may not need to trust him on that run anymore. I think we need to start just sticking with the short passes. Occasionally, if we can find a mismatch going deep, go after Dumars if he happens to get open. But for the most part here, we just need ball control here. We just need to make sure we hold on to the football here, and that's right here what we need that man right there to do. That is Avery. A nice run there for him. Another first down there for the Scotties. We'll see now 1st and 10. And a drop back here for Robinson. Robinson throws up the middle there. That's going to be caught. Great catch. As that's going to be a huge first down. Nice job there from Parks getting the catch. And that's a big first down. Over now career yards here. 6,000 yards for his career here at Highland. So congratulations there to the senior. It's been a tough road to get to that 6,000. We'll see a handoff now for Avery as he tries to break off a tackle there, but he's going to get stopped as he gets a gain of 3 on that carry. Ball now inside the 20. Second and 7 coming up. Arizona here trying to stay with this game here, but Highland trying to pull away as much as they possibly can and try to get out here with a victory. Second and 7, ball being snapped on the play clock at 7. Pass there up the middle there. That's going to be in the end zone and touchdown. Touchdown, Dumars. He finds his way into the end zone. Highland Scotties on the board. Once again here, this time by the way of Dumars. It's going to be his 7th touchdown catch of the season. As a sophomore showing off what he can do. Throws that one. Nice job there snagging that ball and finding his way into the end zone. 41-13. We'll see here. Pass up the middle there. That's going to be completed as Fifita. He's having a little trouble today here on the run, as we'll see another carry there from Johnson. As he's able to dance his way there to the first down. And we'll see the receiver there. He gets lit up pretty quickly there. I believe that was Jones on that, only getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now Johnson taking off here on the left-hand side. Huge run there for him. He's able to move the chains. Now they're in Scottie territory here. So you see a quick pass being completed. And that one is from Riley as well. Just gets into the first down. Wildcats doing a great job here moving the football through the ground and the air. Riley trying to jet sweep there, but he is going to be denied, and he's going to actually lose a yard on that carry. Second and 11 coming up. Backfield, play action. Fever here throwing this one up there. That's going to be picked off by the Highland Scotties in the end zone. They're going to take a knee. Nice job there as they get a hold of that football. And the Scotties have possession once again. This is a really bad day here. If you're a Arizona fan right now, you're thinking like, how in the hell are these guys getting these interceptions? What is going on? And yeah, talk about pressure there as Mayberry Jr. is able to pick that one off there. That's going to be his second of the season. First and 10 here for the Highland Scotties. Just 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Run with their big bruiser there, that being Avery on the carry. We'll see what they can do here on this 3rd and 8. Of course, wet afternoon here. Ball not fitting right in the hands of the quarterbacks here. They've both been dropping the football. So that's why the run's been really important for us. But even with the run, you run the ball here like we had with Robinson. He's, for whatever reason, he's just not getting a good grip on it when he runs. We'll see if now Robinson going to be brought down as that blitz comes in there. Nice job there from Lane. It's the second as he gets in there. Stiff arm there for Bo, trying to get him around the corner. Gonna lose a bit there. We'll see what we do now here on this 3rd and 16. Robinson scrambles out to the right-hand side. Robinson, go ahead and run this one here. Robinson needs to stay close to the sideline. He does. And he's going to get out at the 47-yard line of the Highland Scotty. So a big run there from him. Getting that yardage that he's been, of course, losing from earlier. Starting to regain some of that back. Robinson now throws off to the left-hand side there. Oh, nice stiff arm there from Feeney. But Feeney only gets about 5 on that reception. As it's going to put a 2nd and 5 coming up here. And there you see well over 2,000 yards now for the season there for Robinson. A nice accomplishment there for him. 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Scotties. I imagine here the next 3.5 minutes here, Coach Bonds will probably start putting in the second string guys in. once we get in the fourth quarter here, is Robinson now going to go ahead and run this one himself. Smart play. Look, calling for that block. Really didn't get it, but got out of bounds safely with the football. So it's now 1st and 10 on the 23-yard line of the Wildcats. Robinson throws there. That's going to be completed. And going to be caught there as Parks gets the catch for the first, or just short of the first down. 2nd and 2 coming up. Robinson here now scrambling around here again, going to the right-hand side this time, looking for a block there. He's going to be smart and run out of bounds, run right behind his blocker there that time. So now 1st and goal coming up here, ball on the 10-yard line. And they're in the I formation, so I imagine this will probably be a carry to Bo as he is in the backfield there. Play clock running down to 7. They'll snap it, hand off there to Bo. Bo's going to try to, well, he looked like he was going to go outside, but then he starts to bounce back inside. I think he should have just stayed outside that time as he barely gets anything on that carry. So now 2nd and goal coming up. Robinson here calling an audible here. Changing up the play, probably getting some room for a receiver. Robinson here running here. He's going to get himself to the 3-yard line as he dives for that one there. So now 3rd and goal coming up. We'll see what they're going to call here. They can pretty much call anything. Wildcats trying to stay on their toes here in this situation. We'll see what they'll try to do. 1:20 left. Robinson here drops back here, throws this one up. That's going to go to Avery. Try to get that one into the end zone for Avery. Incomplete. Robinson convinces now, I guess, Coach Bonds to go for here on 4th down. So 4th and goal coming up. Ball placed at the 3-yard line. They're going to try to see if they can get this one in. See what they're going to do here. They got to snap it. No, they're going to call a timeout. So they might have been just checking to see. Oh, no, on second thought. Maybe not. They're actually going to go for it here. So 4th and goal here. I thought maybe that 4th down, that 4th and goal, they were just trying to check and see where the defense is at. But they find their way into the end zone with Avery through the air game. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. I originally thought they were going to just be out there and just check to see what these DBs are going to be doing. And then just say, nope, we're on second down. We'll just go ahead and kick the field goal. But they went for it and got themselves in the end zone there with Avery. Nice catch there for Avery. That's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the season. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. 48-13 here as we go now to 1:10 left. And we'll see Johnson there for the Wildcats. Runs that one out of the backfield. So now 3rd and 2 coming up. Ball on their own 33. Hand off to Johnson again. And Johnson will, of course, run this one as he will come up short there on that carry, and they'll be forced to punt. As now Avery has the football here. Avery stiffs arms a man, breaks off a couple of tackles before he's finally wrapped up at the 43 there in Wildcat territory. So again, now this time they'll hand off to Bo. Bo bounces inside there after that nice block there from Nick Garbers, the fullback. And we'll see that's will be the end of the 3rd quarter. As you see their current top 25 rankings. Of course, we're ranked number 3 in the nation. And the Highland Scotties are just now 11 minutes away from winning this game here today. So we'll see a handoff now to Bo. Bo going on the outside, spin move there. Nice job. As they start to put in some of the 2nd string guys in. You see Singer there at shotgun. Of course, Meredith and a couple other players as well. Pass there going to be completed there. That's going to be caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. Nice job moving the chains here. So we're going to see what the 2nd string can do here. See, maybe they can outscore this Arizona squad right now. As we'll see a 1st and 10. Drop back. Pass there up the middle there. Being completed. It's going to be a 1st down for the Highland Scotties. As they get that one inside the 5. Singer now at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal coming up here. And, of course, Singer, he's had a couple good reps as well coming in the backup position here. As we'll see, Bo comes in here, and Bo's going to be able to stretch himself out there and get the touchdown. Highland Scotties on the board here again. That's going to be his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. It's going to be his 8th of the season. And And the Scotties now are definitely just running for the hills here in this one. As it's going to be a 55-13 ball game. Nice job there. Stretching himself out to get that touchdown. Ball on the 18-yard line here for the Wildcats. As we'll see, the still first string for Arizona still out here. As they're trying to get something going here. 3rd and 7. Dropping back. He's got to get rid of the football there. He's going to get creamed as he threw that one there. And that'll be, of course, force them to punt. 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line after the punt. Handoff to Bo. Bo's going to run this one on the outside. They're going to try to wrap him there near the 50. And he does get the first down. So now we're just trying to chip away at the clock here. As they need to snap it. And I don't know what the deal was all about. But it will be a delay of game. And that will be on Singer. As it'll be a 1st and 15 now. I don't know if they did that on purpose or there was just a confusion of the play call, but 1st and 10, or excuse me, 1st and 15, handoff to Bo. Bo's going to run right up the middle there. They're going to try to strip that ball from him, but he does a great job of holding on to it. It's now a 2nd and 11. Play clock run down to 3. Handoff there to Bo. Bo's going to be met up, and he is not going to get much there at all on that one. So now 3rd and 12 coming up here for Singer. Looks like they could be doing some kind of play action here. He's trying to call audible here. Play action. Oh, he's being chased down here. He's got to get rid of the football there, and that one's going to be caught there. Nice job. As he's able to find his receiver. That is Smith. What is his name? He's a tight end of ours. He has a hyphenated name. I can't remember his other name, but does a great job there getting the catch, and that's going to be a huge first down for the Scotties, 2nd string. As they run this one there with Bo. As Bo is able to get there, and it does a great job there. As we'll see Singer now, he's going to call his number instead on that read option. And he is just going to be short of the first down marker. 3rd and 1 coming up. We'll see here, they'll snap it. And again, I don't know what the deal is, the snap count or whatever the deal. I don't know if they're trying to change the snap count or something. But it's going to be another penalty there for them. As it's going to be now a 3rd and 5. So Singer now here. 3rd and 5. Drops back in the pocket. Looks. And he is going to be brought down there quickly. As the Scotties have to kick this 44-yard field goal attempt here. I see the wind's going towards them at 13 miles per hour. So they got to try to set this up right. Have the right angle for it. Kick this one up, and that one is good. Scotty's able to put 3 points on the board here. It makes it now a 58-13 ball game. Arizona right now, they're just trying to run some plays here as they get brought down there by the defense. X McHenry there gets the tackle. One of our young upcoming younger underclassmen there. As the freshman shows off a nice tackle there and a nice sack in the backfield. 2nd and 22. Pass there going to be completed. I think no, they still have the first team out there for Arizona. 3rd and 14. Pass there being completed. And the receiver's going to be rolled up and they'll be forced to punt. 1st and 10 here. We get a decent punt here. Ball at the 35-yard line here. 1st and 10 for the Scotties. As there's 3:23 left. Hand off here to Bo. Bo trying to muscle his way through this little gap there. We'll see what they're going to do here on this 2nd and 4 coming up. Hand off. They're going to run this one with Bo again, and why not? He's a beast on having that football in his hands. Bo going to run it again, and he's going to get down to inside the 20 there, near the, I believe, 12-yard line. 2nd and 2 coming up. Ball the 13-yard line, actually. Hand off there, and this is going to be Smith, the freshman, who comes in, and he does get enough there for the first down. So we see even the freshman get involved here. As Bo is actually our second string halfback, and Smith is our third string. And Bo's going to find his way into the end zone again. Nice run there for him. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. Another great run there for him. As the Scotties are really running away with this game here. There's not much to say here. This is a pretty complete butt whooping here from the Scotties to these Wildcats. A minute 13 left here. 65-13 now. As Fifita here throwing this one up there. Finds a receiver. That's going to be Riley with the catch, and he's going to get the first down there at the 42. So we're just trying to do our best here to get a turnover here and just stop this madness that is them on the field. And try to get the ball back and try to get a couple kneel downs and get out of here with a victory here. Under a minute left. First and 10. Fifita here is going to have to get in position here. Oh, he finds a receiver there. Deep pass there to Murphy, and he's into the end zone. No, yeah, that's Murphy. No, that's not. That's not Murphy. That's Hyatt. He finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Wildcats. A garbage time touchdown there for them. You might as well. As the sophomore, Devin Hyatt, is going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And that pretty much is going to sum this one up here. As this was just a brutal beatdown. 65-20 is your final score. As the Scotties, they didn't come into this game unscathed. They had some issues of their own. But second half, they really just put the hammer to the nail and just took out this team. As the player of the game there, that of course will be Avery, 16 carries, 115 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns there for him. Actually, technically 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown as well, as he had 2 catches for 17 yards and a receiving touchdown as well. Nice job. So the Highland Scotties go on to win here. Nice job there, as they are now going to keep their number 3 position here for another week. And let's take a look at the Scotties here. 642 yards total offense. They had 313 there for Arizona. Passing wise, 280 for the day for us. 196 there for them. We just brutalized them. We had 52% on third down conversions. They had 21%. They were 3 of 14. We were 9 of 17 in the game. And then the red zone appearances there were at 83%. They are at 66%. 7 red zone touchdowns and 3 field goals. Plus 2 on the turnovers. We did have a fumble and interception. And then, of course, they did have 4. We had 4 interceptions off of them. And you see Noah. I think this is a game he definitely. The rain definitely reflects how the way Arizona is playing here today. Fans were definitely crying in their beer there in the stands. 22 of 38, 190 there for him. 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. He also ran for 3. He had 3 carries for -7 yards. Johnson had over 120 yards for the day. 123 to be exact on 24 carries. He had 5 broken tackles in the game, but just could not find his way into the end zone. Of course, when they did go in the end zone there, they went to Hyatt. He got that one of the 2 receiving touchdowns there. Ray Sarno there, you see he had apparently a no yardage 1 catch touchdown there, but I hate when they record that like that. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that was the only touchdowns they had in the game there. Defensively, you just take a look at the numbers here. They had some pretty good hits on us. Got us pretty good there, but overall, we were successful, especially in the second half there. Really did our job there with the running game. Wish the passing game would have been a lot more better. But they only sacked us 3 times. Lane got 2 of them. Anderson got 1. Interception-wise, they only intercepted us once, but once is just too many in my book here. And then there you see a forced fumble. Dylan got the fumble recovery. So not bad for Arizona, but yeah, I'm sure they were looking for that win. try to knock off the number 3 team in the nation. Robinson, 18 of 30, 235, 3 touchdowns. He has now a total of 23 touchdowns for the season. And, of course, that 1 interception, his 12th of the year. He also got sacked twice in the game. Singer, 3 for 3, 45 yards and a sack on him. Rushing-wise, Bo, 26 of 158, 2 rushing touchdowns there. He had 11 broken tackles in the ball game. He had 1 20 or more yard run. Avery, 16 of 115, 2 touchdowns there for him. He had 4 broken tackles. He was pretty much non-existent there in the fourth quarter as Bo was pretty much took over there. Robinson, 11 carries for 92 yards. So that's nice to see. No negative yardage there from him. I hate losing that, sacks and all that kind of stuff there. But as I say, I'd rather have to deal with sacks than interceptions. I just put that to hand on Bible. I just rather deal with sacks, getting sacked a lot than throwing interceptions. Dumars, 4 for 41, a touchdown there for him. Good, 4 for 87. Parks, 3 for 57. Benson, 2 for 19. And Avery, 2 for 17 and a touchdown there for him. So not bad at all for our fellas there receiving wise. And of course, defensively, there you see the boys, the brothers, Barr and Wolfork, both had 10 tackles for the day. Wolfork had 3 tackles for loss and a forced fumble. Barr had those 10 tackles as well, and of course 4 tackles for loss for him. Locklear, 9 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. Mayberry, 7 tackles, a tackle for loss, and interception. Fields, 7 tackles, interception. Dilworth, 7 tackles, a tackle for loss. And then you see the rest of those guys there. I'm not going to name them off. Forbes got an interception, a tackle, or 2 tackles there for him. Fairfield, half a sack, and a tackle for loss, as well as a tackle in the game. So defensively, these guys did it, obviously, by the look of the scoreboard there. They did their job. They only gave up 20 points for the ball game, so not bad at all. Seals is going to be signing with us. So D'Angelo Seals from West Lafayette, Indiana. Nice job. So we got, I think that's our first commit of the season. So nice job, as we're still working on a few more here. And I think some of these may end up have to say, yeah, better luck next time. Because you see we have 2 of them that have already committed there. 1 from Florida, I think 1 from Georgia or something like that. But as we take a look here, we get to the final, or get to week 9 here as we wrap up. We got a lot of players showing up for this one here as well, as it is homecoming for Highland. So we are ranked number 2 in the nation here. We're 6-0 for the season. We're 2-0 in the Big 12. We're taking on Kansas, who are 4-2. They have a winning record, and they are 2-0 in the Big 12. And of course, every time we play against Kansas, something weird, strange happens. Of course, last year, remember, we I don't know, for whatever reason, Coach Bonds got us in a situation where we should have not been in overtime, where we could have easily won it in regulation, but he decided to go for it. And, of course, we were talking to him about that this week during going into practice this week. He says, hey, we're just going to go by the game plan that I told my coaching staff to have. And he told them to, whatever he does, whatever he says, don't listen to him if he it ends up going on the extreme side there. Coach Bonds just does not care for Kansas when it comes to football. So he was really trying to stick it to him last year, and we almost lost because of that. So, but we'll see how things go coming up and homecoming. Like I said, we got quite a few guys showing up recruiting wise, and so we definitely have to play very well and show them why they need to be a part of our staff, or a part of our ball club this upcoming season. So, again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Highland Scotties football here on ESGNet. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And, of course, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. As always, go Dog Nation. Let's go Dog Pound. Let's get ready for next week against Kansas. It's homecoming. Let's get rowdy. Let's get crazy. Let's clip these birds. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.